Ever since I discovered this super simple way to get higher grades with less studying, I have never gone back to my old study habits. Hey guys, I'm Taylor. Welcome to my channel. So today, let's talk about active recall. Don't review, recall. What is active recall, you ask? Well, first off, what's review? Review is just like rereading, highlighting. Forget that. Active recall is challenging yourself to actually remember the information without looking back at the textbook. In a study from Purdue University and Washington University researchers, students learning a foreign language remembered only 34% of the material with passive review and 80% of the material with active recall methods. There are so many ways to do this, and I actually don't even have to take notes in most of my classes because of how effective these methods are. I think a lot more people would do it if they knew how much time it can save. And it boosts your grades at the same time. I'm going to share with you 3 methods that you can do to utilize active recall in your study, and at the very end I'm going to talk a little bit about what situations I do take notes in addition to active recall. Alright, let's go. So our first method is reviewing your homework. So pick the chapters or topics that you want to study and find past homework relating to them. Copy the questions onto another page so you can look at the questions without seeing the answers. Go through the questions again and answer them just like you did when you first did the homework. This is active recall because it is challenging your brain to remember the answers without looking at your textbook. When you're done, compare your answers to the correct answers, and if you got any questions wrong, review that topic either just in the previous correct answer or in the textbook for more depth and information. The next day, come back and retry those questions you got wrong. Now that you've reviewed the information you didn't know, you probably will get many of them correct. And if you still get some wrong, review it again, and then come back to those questions tomorrow. My favorite free software for flashcards is called Anki. It uses spaced repetition, which is another study technique that I can make a whole video on if y'all want, to reduce the amount of time that you spend studying by not having you go over terms that you already know. When you flip the card to view the answer, Anki asks how confident you feel about knowing this answer. It uses your responses to show you less of the cards you already have down and more of the cards that you're still not confident on. I mainly use flashcards for vocabulary, but you can use them for any information you want. I'll link Anki in the description if you're interested. It's completely free for Windows and Mac, and there are apps available for both iOS and Android. Have you checked if your textbook publisher provides online active recall resources for free along with the textbook? This is especially common for college e-textbooks. My accounting and business law textbooks both have free online active recall programs that are just on the same website as the textbook. Usually these programs generate question sets based on the chapters you specify. You can usually go redo them as many times as you'd like, which makes them a lot more convenient than reviewing past homework. And they also may provide explanations of answers or videos solving similar problems. Hey, future Taylor here. So I guess I totally forgot to film this part and I only realized it while I was editing. How embarrassing. Anyways, let's talk about situations where I do take notes. Note-taking is definitely useful to me in some classes. When I find a class or even a topic within a class very challenging or confusing, I will take notes. That way I can organize the information in a way that makes sense to my brain. So when I realize that I need to review that topic during my active recall study, it's a lot easier for me to go back to my notes to review than to go back to the actual textbook. Okay, sorry for interrupting, bye! So have you tried any of these methods before? Let me know down in the comments. Remember, this is what works for me. It may or may not work for you, and the only way to know it is to try it. Please subscribe to my channel for more student life and tips videos. Make sure to get outside, get off your phone today, have a great week, and I'll see you next video. Bye!